All right, Google Skillshop. This is a new day, another day of Google Skillshop. What did we learn yesterday? Assets. We're probably reading about assets, add assets. We read about business information yesterday, the logo and the business name that will increase, having those increase convert click through rate up to 10% or something like that. It would have been yesterday we read about the added benefits, the other benefits of add assets other than user engagement and relevancy. And those would be basically makes it bigger on the landing page or like the search, takes up more room on the screen, so it makes it higher click through rate because more people pay attention to it. It also leads to more leads or more conversions and higher quality conversions because people have more information to make their decision before clicking on the landing page, because you only pay for every click. It's cost per click. Okay, so considering that it's cost per click, if you give them more information that it disqualifies some people, they say, I don't actually like that, don't want that. Well, then they're not going to click and you're not going to pay for them. So there's that. And then there's also like more efficiency in that, you bid more. The more you bid, the higher your ad rank, the higher your ad position. And so you don't necessarily have to bid as high to get the same amount of conversions. If your ad's bigger and gets higher click through rate, gets more engagement, right? So there's that. We talked about dynamic image. This is a setting, an account level setting, and we'll have to check if this is turned on at some point. It's an account level setting that allows you Google to like scour your landing page and pull out specific images and use these images on your as part of your ad asset. Google recommends to use dynamic image as well as normal image assets in combination. Image assets in general will outcompete or be prioritized over dynamic image. Dynamic image seems like kind of like a backup option. So I think assets in general, well, images specifically, and potentially site links and business information as well, all three of these are all basically responsive search ad like. They all will show only when Google predicts that it will boost conversion and boost engagement relevancy. So ads will show, sometimes they won't show other times. It's becoming more and more important in the organic search experience to have images. It makes it more valuable, more stands out, more relevant. And the images will be image best practices. They are image best practices. So Google recommends 4 unique images per ad group and 2 sizes of each, 1 by 1, so a square, and then a 1.91 to 1, so a rectangle. And those are the 2 sizings, and they recommend 4 per ad group. And they recommend to use images that are very relevant to your exact offer, not just random images or slightly relevant. I think that's basically everything. That was good, unless I'm wrong. Yeah, we're right. Image best practices. Right. One other thing: keep the most important info in the center, 80%, because it can get cropped probably. All right. Nice. Dang. 8% increase in conversions. That's what I meant to say for business info. Dynamic images. Dynamic images up to 10% increase when in top position with the images or dynamic images. All right, yeah, we actually did pretty well on that. That was a good recall. All right, so now what I do is I go back into Skillshop, I continue reading more, watching videos, take notes, and then I come back and recall from there. So be back in a bit. All right, just finished a section on automated assets. These assets are at the account. They're actually, the section was called account level automated assets, and these are assets that allow Google to kind of pick and choose, kind of like responsive search ads, but for assets. But at the account level, these assets, which ones to show per query in order to improve performance. They generally improve performance. They're set at the account level. Then we kind of went through 3 of them that all include automated account level assets, but they're also don't have to be there. They can be ad group campaign level, and they don't have to be automated either. But so we got site links and dynamic site links. Okay. Ideal number for that is 8 to 10 of them. These are site links is where you click and it will take you to a specific page or location on the page. Instead of just the one final URL that you can click on your website, you got a bunch of different website places. This can improve click-through rate and also decrease the steps for conversion. Dynamic site links will basically maybe it will go on your website and pull specific site links that thinks it will do well. The second automated account level automated asset was snippets, which are kind of strange. They kind of just sound like non-clickable headings. They just add more information so they lead to higher quality leads, probably cheaper conversions as well. Dynamic snippets as well. I don't know if that's pulling that from the website or what. Or if it's just talking about mixing and matching yours. Probably just mixing and matching, maybe with site links and all these actually account level automated assets. The dynamic part may just be mixing and matching, like responsive search ads, for example. The third account level automated asset was callouts and dynamic callouts. These are, you want to keep these short and specific, and short specific callouts that highlight unique selling points for your business and offer. Yeah, I think these will also increase click-through rate. And they recommend at least 6 per campaign. All right. And all these only show, I think automated and dynamic sound similar. Maybe they're referring to the same thing. That'd be a little confusing. They all will only be shown when Google thinks they'll improve performance. All right. Now I'll get back into reading more and I'll be back to recall and call it a day. All right, guys, wrapping up for today. We just learned that the 3 account level automated assets we were talking about, that was site links, snippets, and callouts. These are known as universal assets because they can be applied typically effectively for all marketing objectives. And then now we're reading about additional assets, which are non-universal assets. So they're more specific for specific type of marketing objectives. The first one is call assets, which is basically a button that allows you to click and it just takes you straight to a call with the business, or allows the person to call the business with the click of a button. And there's just a note that you can basically turn on account setting to allow phone call conversion reporting to get more data about keywords that are best for conversion calls, and how many calls you're receiving and stuff like that, tracking the actual data for that. Phone call conversion reporting. Yep. And then the other non-universal asset that was mentioned was location assets, which allow basically on mobile to click it and get directions, or on a computer just to get like a map and like address of your business. And just another note for that, you can bid more aggressively for people that are closer to your business. And that's basically it for today. We're going pretty slowly. This one has been taking a while, this assets activity, but these are lots of things I've never even heard of before. Like these are brand new. A lot of these are brand new concepts. So just taking it slow, doing lots of recall, and just updating memory, increasing my level of mastery and competence and knowledge around Google search ads. So that's it for today. Talk to you guys later. See ya.